Peaking in high school is one of the worst tragedies that somebody can experience. Don't you realize that high school is only 4 years of your life? There are people on their deathbed still wondering how they pulled all those chicks at 17. That's seriously the highlight of your life? What about the next 30 years of your life? You just put all your savings on black and it didn't hit. Low key though. Sadly, people live this reality. Like, it's so easy to point these people out in public. They're broke, jobless, dating a cheating pregnant woman, have alcohol and nicotine problems, no friends, and their parents just kicked them out of the house. Yet they're still blabbering on and on about how hot their senior prom date was. Like, get the out of here. Like, they weren't ready for the real world at all because all they knew how to do was be popular and get a bunch of girls and party. They never thought about getting a job, building long-term relationships, and actually growing up. When you see these kids in public nowadays, they sound like a broken record.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get you?
Chad? Is that you?
No way, is that JB? The last time I saw you, I was shoving your face in a toilet senior year.
Yeah, look, I'll just take a quarter pounder.
Or that time I farted and I blamed it on you and everyone called you 40 pants.
They never really shut up about the good old days, don't they? These people really be flipping burgers at McDonald's post-high school. They went to college just to get kicked out because they were blacked out at 5 p.m. on a Monday. Yeah, life really did hit them like a truck. But Chad was the superstar and a ladies' man. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo, let me play some sad violin music. Because now he's full-time at McDonald's with 3 kids and the girl who also peaked in high school. Oh, and did I mention that they live on the streets? Being popular in high school really is not a flex. High school sucked for me. Because growing up, I was a short, chubby virgin. I honestly don't blame people though. I'd make fun of that too. Surprisingly, I never really got bullied because I went to school in a nicer area. But some of my friends growing up got bullied big time. I mean, it's the name of the game. Bullies need to impress their peers somehow. But how was school other than being a short, chubby virgin? Well, I did enjoy gym class, and the Kahoot games were the shit back then. The cafeteria food was always dookie, and the friends I made during my time there have stuck with me. But little did people know, I always wanted to be popular. I know, the loser that never spoke up for himself had dreams of becoming popular. I wanted girls' attentions too. I mean, Stacy really had it going on. And her mom. Well, I'm glad I was never popular because I never want to go back to that time in my life ever again. Unlike some people who would do anything to go back. Meet Mr. Popular himself. We'll call him Tom for the sake of this video. He was a quarterback prior to Chad, and on the field, you could put him anywhere and he would excel. He was a superstar. Everyone who knew him thought he was bound for the NFL, but there was a growing issue. His ego grew way too big. Honestly, I don't blame the guy. Everybody put him on a pedestal. He was the life of the party in school, girls though they were fighting over him, and he just found his way through life very easily. His reputation drove him to go look into bigger named high schools, where he underperformed miserably. The classes were way too hard, and the team was overall way more talented than my high school team. When he came back to our school, Chad was already QB, and the team left Tom in the dust. This dude went from getting D1 offers to being a bench player. So he did the only thing he thought was right. Quit and do drugs. Yeah, not even kidding with that. Not sure where he is now, but I don't want to know. A life once full of promise became a life full of regrets.
Or that time I shoved you in that locker. Oh man, what a great time. Man, I wonder how Tom's doing. No one's seen him
Man, you really like talking about something that happened 5 years ago, don't you?
Wait, don't go. Can I borrow some money? I'm desperate.
But like, seriously, who cares? Let's be honest. Peaking in high school is an unsettling reality that some of us will face. And when you realize it, it'll already be too late. But you can always make a change. On the internet, I see a lot of people have their own spin on this topic. So I'd like to share mine. Here's how not to peak in high school. And if you want more tips on how you can better yourself, well, consider subscribing. I help people improve every day so they won't turn into a bunch of washed bums. Anyways, let's dive in. Be yourself. People's biggest problems is that they just follow the crowd, not doing the things you truly desire. Come on, you're putting a target on your back. The popular kids will bully you if you start a YouTube channel or anything that's different in their eyes. But don't take shit from a bunch of bums. Do you really want to spend the next 4 years of your life wondering what these people think of you? No, but also don't be the one treating people like crap. Nobody likes that. Like, who cares? Because statistically, these people will not be successful. And what was weird years ago is now considered cool. Look at anime, man. Before COVID, everyone thought you were weird if you watched it. Now it's all what these kids can talk about. Man, I wish I could talk about One Piece in school. That would have been so sick. But these people only care about themselves. They try to bring you down so it doesn't hurt their reputation. Mind your business. I remember being in high school and everybody knew everything about everybody. But ask this question. Do you want to live the rest of your life being watched like a hawk? No. Right now it may not seem bad, but in the future, who wants that? These people grow up and struggle because they pay too much attention to others and not themselves. So just mind your own business and don't snoop in places you shouldn't go. Getting involved in other people's lives, through my experience, is not a good idea. If you do, then you'll build a personality off of talking behind people's backs. Yeah, I'm sure that won't bite you in the one one day. Like, do you think the people around you would change if you just disappeared? No, and I don't mean that in a depressing way. I mean it in a motivating way. Make them wish they actually got to know you better. Be cautious with who you are friends with. Way too many times have I seen people be friends based off of a shared hatred towards someone or the fact that they are both popular.
Oh my god, Trinity. You hate that man too? Oh my god, let's be friends.
Like, how is that going to be a healthy friendship? It's going to come crashing down because the foundation was built on unstable grounds. Instead, when making friends, beware of the things that actually matter, like their values, what they're interested in, and if they actually care about your friendship. Plus, don't switch up on your day one homies. If you don't have any friends right now, that's okay. I used to be like that too. The best piece of advice I can give you is to walk with confidence and always stay positive. You'll begin to draw people in. And please, please, don't be a people pleaser. Have some respect for yourself and don't kiss up to these future dropouts. Anyways, don't be afraid to plan out your life right now. What most people fail to do is see the vision of who they're going to become. They live too much in the moment, but why not consider the future? It's fast approaching and it'll be here sooner than you think. My best advice is to create goals, even if they're small, like saving up to get a new Xbox or benching 225 this summer. Also create systems. Habits that will make your goals way more achievable, like waking up early, cold showers, time limits on social media, etc. Seriously, the habits will stack up and the impossible will seem possible. You can do anything you put your mind to. But people realize that way too late. Let's be real. The odds of you peaking in high school are slim. It takes an extreme example like Tom to fall flat on your face. But the weird thing is, why do people look at popular kids and want to be like them? Like, these people are put on a pedestal without really doing much work. How is that sustainable? I honestly feel bad for these peakers because there is a lot to life that they're not seeing because they're popular. On the bright side though, the fact that you watch this video all the way through tells me that you're not one of those kids. You want to change. Begin improving every day, and whether you get attention or not, you'll feel like a better person. Peaking in high school is not a flex. Man, I had to have some kind of uplifting words at the end of this video because this is just so depressing. Hey, you. You seem pretty ambitious, but if you're watching this video all the way through, then you must be lazy. Well, in this video, I tell you what to do if you feel ambitious, but you're lazy.